So my name is Andreas Souvaliotis, and I'm the founder and chairman of an international social incentives business that's called Social Change Rewards. Essentially what we do is give consumers and citizens all over the world loyalty points as incentives, as rewards for making environmentally responsible or healthy choices in their everyday lives. I was either gifted or cursed with an extreme mathematical brain. I understood climate change by being such a math geek. I understood it a lot more than most of my fellow marketers, and I figured out what I could do with it. How I could turn that into a life project and a career, whereas others were still trying to figure out what the thing was all about. So sometimes the quirkiest, strangest thing about you can actually become a useful thing in your career. When you're a leader of people, you have a responsibility to actually make the lives of others that work for you better. I realized that in the large population of employees in our company at the time, there must have been some gay people who would have been looking for role models. So I realized that by me coming out as a senior executive in that business, I would probably be helping others. And that's exactly what happened. Once there was a senior executive in the team that was openly gay, that made it a lot easier for our more junior employees to also come out and feel comfortable with their own sexual orientation in a professional setting. And my advice to younger LGBT career people would be to actually figure out how to get mentorship in their lives in all kinds of levels and in all kinds of forms. I always latched on to the personalities and the minds of those who I thought could enrich me. Some of them knew about it and some of them didn't even know about it. And it's okay to have formal and informal mentors. But it is so important to always be looking for that. It used to be that gay people thought that they were so different that they had a disadvantage. They used to look at their sexual orientation as a liability. In reality, if you flip that argument around and still not deny the fact that you are different than the majority of the population, but think of it as a brand differentiator for yourself, it's a really positive thing. When you're different, your brand stands out a little bit more. You're a little more memorable. You're a little more unique. And that could actually give you all kinds of interesting edges in terms of advancing your career, making the world a better place. So that's the argument in favor of feeling different. The argument in favor of making sure that you don't feel too different, that you understand that you're just like everyone else in society, is that we truly are. We're no longer at a disadvantage in any way. We don't have to feel that we are somehow at a disadvantage in our careers. We have to realize that we have the same opportunities to extract just as much productivity and creativity out of our brains as everybody else does around us.